Alright, here's an NU battle against some dude named ShiverZ. I didn't put too much thought into this team, but it's not bad. He leads off with Roselia, I lead off with Infernape. I'm gonna fake out to break his sash while I keep mine, and then he switches out to Gliscor as I Fire Blast to kill it, but it doesn't matter because I miss. Now I know he's gonna Stealth Rock, so I go to Starmie to scare him away with Ice Beam and be able to spin his rocks away. So he switches like I thought he would, as I Rapid Spin. And I don't know why he went to Roserade. Ice Beam is gonna kill Roserade. Had I went for the Ice Beam instead of the spin initially, I would have killed the Roserade on the switch. So I'm not sure what he was thinking there. And now he brings out a fucking Scrotum, and I don't know how to handle that thing. I don't battle on Shoddy. You can't get it on Wi-Fi unless you hack it. So I treat it as like a Dusknoir kinda. I bring in Heracross thinking that it's gonna use some form of status, but he just starts going for T-Bolts. So I try to go for a Pursuit. I don't know why. Barely did anything, and I'm stuck on it, so I have to switch out. Since I see that he's special attacking, I go to Blissey to try to take some special attacks, but then I realize I can't hit it with the Seismic Toss because it's a Ghost type. So I only know it has Thunderbolt and Will-O-Wisp at this point. I don't know too much about it. I'm really, really unfamiliar with this Rotom washing machine about to wash my whole team. So I get T-Wave on it. T-Wave helps on anything, even a wall. So I forgot what I was expecting here. I don't know why I went to Gengar, but he gets paralyzed anyway. So now I'm expecting him to use a status, so I throw a sub up, but he just goes for a Shadow Ball. So I don't want to stay in here. I'm thinking that it could live a Shadow Ball because Dusknoir lives a Shadow Ball. So I didn't want a Shadow Ball. Oh no, I Shadow Ball with the thought process of trying to get it weak enough for something else to come in and kill it. But it just kills it in one hit. And if I knew that from the beginning, I wouldn't have subbed and all that. I would have just straight up Shadow Balled. So I take his Rotom out. He brings Heatran into Gengar, which means it's Scarfed. And I bring Blissey in to take the special hit. He goes with Dragon Pulse because I'm obviously not going to switch to a Steel type expecting a Fire move. And Dragon Pulse hits everything for neutral except Steel. So with him stuck on Dragon Pulse, he switches out to Skarmory, and I bring Blissey in. I knew he was going to switch, so I just went for a Seismic Toss rather than T-Wave because I thought Gliscor was going to come in. However, this turn, when I start setting up spikes, I take the chance to T-Wave it. I know he's probably going to keep trying to get spikes down, and I don't really want too many spikes up, so I go back to Starmie to threaten it with the Rapid Spin, with the Thunderbolt, and be able to spin away the spikes. It's kind of annoying that he's using rocks and spikes and all that. This Starmie is really, it's barely a Rapid Spinner because it has Life Orb on it instead of Leftovers and Recover. It's more of a sweeper. So I initially go for the Thunderbolt in case he wants to keep Skarmory in, but now he brought in Clefable, who took it like a beast, and I spun away the spikes. He uses a Wish. I switch out to Infernape as he Seismic Tosses, which is going to break my sash, and his Wish is going to come true. Now, I know he's not going to stay in to take a close combat, but I go for it anyway. Oh no, I go for the Fake Out. But I know he's not going to stay in to take a close combat, but I do it anyway, just to get damage on something. I guess Fire Blast would have been smarter. It barely even hurts Gliscor. So now I switch out and go to Gengar, predicting an Earthquake, and he makes a really good move and goes for a Stone Edge. So I'm thinking Clefable's going to come in to dodge the Shadow Ball, so I go for the Focus Blast, but he just keeps Gliscor in and uses Stone Edge, which is going to kill Gengar, and he gets a critical hit. So a little over predicting. Bring Starmie in to threaten with Ice Beam. Of course I go for it, and he switches to Clefable again on a special hit. So he's making a lot of really good predictions. I'm over predicting at points and going for stuff I shouldn't be going for, but it doesn't really matter. I bring Blissey into Clefable because Blissey will probably win this Stall War, and he goes for a Wish, and now I know he's going to go to Gliscor to heal it, and there's nothing I can really do, but I go for the T-Wave anyway. Actually, I guess at the point I didn't expect him to go to Gliscor. So he went to Gliscor to get healed and resist the T-Wave. Taunts me, so I can't. I tried to counter thinking he would use a physical hit, and now he sets up rocks again. So at this point, I'm kind of pissed. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna stay in and seismic toss this shit. And he goes for an Earthquake. Puts me down to 474. I'll probably live another 2 after 2 turns of leftovers. Or maybe even 3. So I switch out, go to Dragonite, expecting another Earthquake. And he goes for the fucking Stone Edge, which is crazy. I would have been able to Dragon Dance and use an Adamant Outrage with Life Orb. But because he used Stone Edge there, I didn't even get to show Dragonite off. I kind of brought him in just to make a video with him since Salamence got banned, but whatever. Now I bring Starmie in. I go for the Surf instead of the Ice Beam because I wasn't sure if he would go to Clefable or keep Gliscor in. And Surf would do more damage to Clefable while still hurting Gliscor. I use Spin. He uses Heal Bell to get rid of all the status on his team, and that's so annoying. Starmie's gonna die in one more move because of Life Orb, and there goes my Spinner and a good sweeper. So, and he uses Wish. So, I'm losing Pokemon, and he's healing shit and switching, and it's crazy. It's like I'm unable to break his core defense that he has. So this time I set up Stealth Rock because of all the switching he's doing. I knew he would switch to Gliscor for the Wish, but I needed Stealth Rock up. It doesn't look like he has a Spinner yet. I don't think I've seen his whole team yet though. He uses Stone Edge, I guess, in case I had something else to dodge Earthquake. I don't know if he saw my whole team yet. I'm not keeping track. And he taunts. I knew he would taunt, so I just go for the Seismic Toss. I think I stay in and continue Seismic Tossing. He switches out to Skarmory. And I know he's going to just start setting up spikes. Now that I lost my Spinner, he's free to set up rocks and spikes and all that. And keep this defensive core going and all the switching. While I have to keep switching and taking damage. So I switch out. I go to Infernape. I want to get Infernape in here before he starts taking too much damage from switching, and I want to threaten him with the Fire Blast. So he switches, obviously, expecting the Fire Blast. But Gliscor is low enough at this point that a Fire Blast is going to kill it. This Ape has a lot more special attack EVs than it does for physical attack, so it ends up killing it. Now he brings in his Scarfed Heatran, and I'm fearing the Earth Power. So I go to Heracross just as death fodder for a free switch, and there goes the Earth Power. So I'm thinking, what can I bring into this? Maybe Blissey. And holy shit, that shit has leftovers, and he was trying to pump fake me into thinking it had a Scarf, so that was huge. I come in, I use Fake Out. I was afraid to go for a close combat just because this Ape doesn't have too many physical attack EVs, and it doesn't have an orb. Life Orb. I didn't know if close combat would kill it in one hit, so I was really afraid. I switch out to Blissey. I know I have to keep that Ape for Skarmory, Clefable, and Heatran. So I figure I want to get Blissey healed up right now with a Soft Boiled. He wouldn't keep Heatran into Blissey, and even if he did, if he exploded and killed the Blissey, Ape would have walked all over the Skarmory and Clefable. So, at this point, I switched back to Ape. I was expecting the spikes. Thank God he didn't Drill Peck or something. I don't even know if he has Drill Peck on that thing. I hate when people don't pack an attack move on their Pokemon. So now, the Fire Blast is obvious, and just like this switch to Heatran is, so I close combat rather than Fire Blast to avoid Flash Fire and hit Heatran, and it kills it in one hit. So that was awesome. This fucking Infernape, I'm so glad I brought it, because now all he has is a Clefable and Skarmory, and you get to watch as Infernape just decimates them both. His best bet would have been to bring Skarmory in, hope for a Fire Blast miss, and kill me with Drill Peck, but then I guess Blissey would have outstalled him. But yeah, it was a good match. I'm so glad that I saved Infernape for the end. I really thought I was going to lose this match while I was playing. Thanks for watching, guys. Later.